Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, coaches, referees, and above all, young champions gathered here today. It gives me immense pleasure to be present on this occasion and to welcome you all to this year's edition of the Subroto Cup International Football Tournament, being organized by the Subroto Mukherjee Education Society under the aegis of the Air Force Sports Control Board. This tournament proudly bears the name of Air Marshal Subroto Mukherjee, the first Indian Chief of the Air Staff, widely regarded as the father of modern Indian Air Force. Is that he was a man who also believed strongly in the field of sports, especially football, for encouraging physical fitness, teamwork, camaraderie, and sense of fair play. It was his vision that gave birth to this tournament way back in 1960. And for over 6 decades, the Subroto Cup has remained one of India's most celebrated school-level football championships. From its humble beginnings, the tournament has grown into an international platform where school teams from India and abroad have come to test their skills. Over the years, many of the stars who dazzled on these very fields have gone on to represent their clubs, states, and even the country. The 64th edition of the Subroto Cup stands as a shining testament to the enduring spirit of football in our nation. I am confident that this prestigious tournament will not only display the exceptional talent of our young boys and girls, but will also inspire countless others to take up this game seriously. Football, as we know, is not just a game of 22 players pushing around the ball. Though sometimes, from the sidelines, it may look like that. It is a game of strategy, of courage, and of above all, character. It teaches us that even when the score line is not in our favor, resilience and good teamwork can make us win, not only in the game, as also in life. As we begin this year's tournament, I would like to remind the players that while goals will win you matches, honor, integrity, and fair play will win you hearts. That is a greater victory. Respect your opponents, respect the referees, and remember that the true spirit of the sport lies not in how you play, not in how you score, how much you score, but in the way you play the game. We expect fair play on the field. That means no pushing, no pulling, or no acting as though a 27-ton truck has pushed you down when somebody just touches your shoulder. A very special welcome to Miss Anjum Mudgal, Arjuna Awardee and Olympian, who's an inspiration for aspiring sportspersons across the country. Her journey from participating in local tournaments to representing India at the Olympics is a testament to what dedication and hard work can achieve. She leaves for Kazakhstan today to represent the country proudly in India colors, and on behalf of the Indian Air Force and the nation, I wish her and her team all the very best. May she bring more laurels to the country. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, the Sports Authority of India, the All India Football Federation, and of course our esteemed sponsors for their unstinting support for conduct of
Subroto International Football Tournament 2025. In the true spirit of sportsmanship and will abide by the rules of the game for the honor of the country and glory of sport.
देवी और सज्जनों, जैसे ही टीमें मैदान से बाहर जा रही हैं, आप सभी अपनी सीटों पर जमे रहिए, क्योंकि अब आपके लिए प्रस्तुत होने जा रहे हैं कुछ रोमांचक और रंगारंग कार्यक्रम जो पूरे वातावरण को उत्साह और ऊर्जा से भर देंगे।
To begin the opening ceremony, you all shall soon witness a scintillating performance by our Air Warrior Drill Team, the first precision drill unit of its kind This elite team comprises of highly skilled airmen exemplifying the highest standards of excellence in military drill. With their crisp movements, intricate formations, and impeccable coordination, they represent the epitome of professionalism and dedication of their craft. Today, the team is being led by Corporal Ankit. The team has rifles with fixed bayonets and will perform routines that include complex spins and tosses. The motto of this drill team is drill to thrill.
बलून ही लगे हैं कुछ तिरंगे पर। अबू अबू झंडे कहाँ हैं?
A very good evening to you all, ladies and gentlemen. I, Corporal Shiva, on behalf of A Warrior Crew Team, welcome to you all an exhilarating, thrilling, and breathtaking display of precision rifle drills, presented with pride by the A Warrior Crew Team, Subroto of Indian Air Force. A Warrior Drill Team Subroto is a premier ceremonial team known for its choreographed elegance and unconventional rifle skills. Founded in 2004, captivated gatherings across the nation for the last 2 decades. The team consists of 28 dynamic and dedicated air warriors. And today, the team will execute radiating rifle movements in various magnificent formations. The motto of the team is drill to thrill. Now the team leader marches forward to seek permission from the Honorable Chief Guest to start the demonstration.
हट जाओ हट जाओ। पीछे आ जाओ सर।
वही अर्थागल कनिका विश्व कनेगी अचना बट
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself to experience an extraordinary and exceptional precision rifle drill. The team steps into its first formation, the iconic V formation. V, which stands for the vision to inspire people, the victory they strive for, and the valor that defines the bravery of Indian Air Force. I need not mention the strict physical regime of the team members as the 5.5 kg 3-0 rifle with their bayonet appears as a toy in their hands. Now the team is switching over to eagle formation. Each movement is executed with meticulous attention to detail, where every subtle adjustment is critical, separating these air warriors from the rest. Meanwhile, Corporal Raghupati Dubey will perform solo advanced drill, which is a combination of agility, ability, and strength. From there, the team will spread demonstrating seamless coordination with the key sense of control. Ladies and gentlemen, watch out for one of the most difficult movements in which the air warriors throw rifles. Blind into the rearmen while marching. Can we have a huge round of applause for these air warriors? The next formation is inclined line formation. Here you can witness a series of drill exercises performed in continuation, followed by marching in the same order. Each movement reveals rapid radiating movements, showcasing not only the restless training, but also the mental discipline. Ladies and gentlemen, do not take your eyes off the rifles, which are going to be exchanged in that magical moment. And here they perform one more time for those who missed it the first time. The team advances into the combat line formation. This is not just about four straight lines. It leads to one of the most challenging and intense part of the drill, as the rifles will be crossed across with the right hand, cut to the rear and caught flawlessly with the left. Each blow is a leap of faith, and every test shows the courage and confidence among themselves. From here, the team will fit into zigzag formation. From zigzag formation, the team will transform into striking wing formation. Ladies and gentlemen, look straight ahead as the team is advancing like a powerful tailwind to give you all a closer view of this mesmerizing rifle moment. Now, stepping out is proper February 2 who can pitch the rifle like the planes of helicopters. Ladies and gentlemen, the team is now again positioning itself into wing formation with a rapid sequence of movement. Ladies and gentlemen, while you all enjoy the drill moments, let me introduce you to the team members. Today, the team is led by Corporal Ankit. In front rank, we have left to right, Corporal Amit Vikram and Rajkumar Gupta. Second rank, we have Corporal Abhishek and Sugandhan. In third rank, left to right, we have Corporal Kuldeep, Bhupendra, Himendra Thakur and Sahil June. In fourth rank, left to right, we have Corporal Subrata, Suraj, Samim Malam, Jitu Sahu. Aryan, Suryakant Chaubey, Jyoti Prakash and Amit Rathod. Officer in charge of AWD, Wing Commander Kunal Khanna. Team Administrator, Squadron Leader S.S. Kanya, along with the able team of instructors. Warrant Officer R.B. Upadhyay have been actively involved to raise the standard of the display which you had witnessed. The team is now preparing itself for the grand finale, the tunnel formation, which is the most thrilling movement of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes on the teacher who is going to test the precision of journey by passing through the tunnel of rotating rifles with their bands. This moment is a result of immense practice, workers' hard work, deep coordination between mind and the body. A glorious reflection of Indian Air Force, where hearts beat in formation and our team marches ahead of it.
भाई Untitled टेलीकॉम जाने की academic
Ladies and gentlemen, please appraise our team with the thunderous round of applause for the wonderful performance by the Air Warrior team, Subroto of Indian Air Force. Jai Hind.
देवियों, सज्जनों और मेरे प्यारे भाइयों, गगन भेदी तालियों के साथ अभिनंदन करें हमारे एयर वॉरियर ड्रिल टीम का। अद्भुत सटीकता, शुद्ध कौशल और हमारे जाबाज सैनिकों का अटूट जज्बा हर किसी को प्रेरित करता है। यह प्रदर्शन भारतीय वायुसेना की हर कार्य में उत्कृष्टता और निपुणता के प्रति अटूट प्रतिबद्धता का सशक्त प्रतीक है।
Now to make this evening even more vibrant, prepare to be dazzled by our young performers. We now have on stage these young performers from the Air Force Bal Bharti School. Today, as we celebrate not only the spirit of competition, but also the unity and diversity that football brings to the world, we have these young students presenting in front of you a spectacular dance performance.
Today, as we look up at the Indian national flag, we are reminded of the country's rich history and the sacrifices made to achieve independence. Adopted on 22nd July 1947, the tricolour flag, also known as the Tiranga, symbolizes the nation's unity, integrity and sovereignty. The flag's design is steeped in meaning. The saffron color represents courage, sacrifice, and the spirit of renunciation. The white represents purity, truth, and peace, and the green represents faith, fertility, and prosperity. The Ashok Chakra, with its 24 spokes, embodies the eternal wheel of law and the pursuit of dharma. The Indian national flag has been a symbol of hope, freedom, and resilience. From the freedom struggle to the present day, it has flown high, representing the nation's aspirations and the values. As we celebrate our independence and reflect on our nation's journey, the Tiranga reminds us of our responsibilities, our duties, and our commitment to the nation's progress and well-being. 120 students of the Air Force Bal Bharati School will present before you a dance showcasing the valor and the glory of the Indian national flag.
लोगों देखो देखो छा गया है आकाश पर अब तिरंगा, भरे भरे मन गर्व से है लहरा गया जब तिरंगा। लोगों देखो देखो छा गया है आकाश पर अब तिरंगा, है वतन वतन जननी तूने दिया है जीवन, तूने दिए जननी तेरा प्यार है मन में होठों पाना। जननी अब तो एक ही धुन है आए तेरे गाँव। जाग जाग हिंदुस्तां है और जाग जाग हिम्मत है, रास्ते हैं और कारवां है और मंजिलों की चाहत है। जाग जाग हिंदुस्तां है और जाग जाग हिम्मत है, रास्ते हैं कारवां है और मंजिलों की चाहत है। राजा हिंदुस्तां सुनो गौर से दुनिया वालों, बुरी नजर ना हम पे डालो। सुनो गौर से दुनिया वालों, बुरी नजर ना हम पे डालो। चाहे जितना जोर लगा लो, सबसे आगे होंगे। सुनो गौर से दुनिया वालों, बुरी नजर ना हम पे डालो। चाहे जितना जोर लगा लो, सबसे आगे होंगे। हमने कहा है, तुम भी कहो। हमने कहा है जो तुम भी कहो।
आओ हम मिलजुल के बोले अब तो यारा, अपना जहां है सबसे प्यारा। आओ हम मिलजुल के बोले अब तो यारा, अपना जहां है सबसे प्यारा।
हमने कहा है जो तुम भी कहो। चलते शरारे हैं पानी के धारे हैं, चलते नहीं। जो वादा करते हैं करके निभाते हैं, हम पीछे हटते नहीं।
वक्त है, उम्र है, जोश है और जान है। ना झुके, ना मिटे, देश तो अपनी शान है। ना झुके, ना मिटे, देश तो अपनी शान है।
हमने कहा है जो तुम भी कहो। सुनो गौर से दुनिया वालों, बुरी नजर ना हम पे डालो। चाहे जितना जोर लगा लो, सबसे आगे होंगे हिंदुस्तानी।
And what an energetic performance. Give a huge round of applause for our phenomenal dancers for their captivating performance. Their dedication, passion and talent have truly left us all in awe.
Ladies and gentlemen, as these vibrant children move out, Dr. Ambedkar Stadium is all set for the inaugural match of 64th edition of Subroto
Ladies and gentlemen, I now request you all to please stand up for national anthem.
दूसर भाई
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
It is now time to felicitate our guests for their support in making this event a grand success.
इसके लिए हमारे थैंक यू मैम
We would now like Matthew, director from TV9. Next we have Mr. Hitesh Joshi, director from India Kelo Football, our scouting partner.
फाइट लेने के बाद ऊपर चले आना आ जाओ भैया
I now request Principal Air Force Bal Bharti School, Mrs.
Kumar, who has served as a member of the Indian Air Force football team from 2000 to 2009. He represented the services football team from 2004 to 2006 and was also part of the squad for the World Military Games in 2007.
Next up, Sergeant N. Rathi, retired. He was a member of Indian Air Force recently participated and represented the Air Force Football Championships from 2001 to 2013. Next up, Shri Sanjay Singh, Bihar Administrative Services, Director Education at Municipal Corporation of India, New Delhi.
Ladies and gentlemen, now please put your hands together as a chief guest will be introduced now to our playing teams for the inaugural match of this under-17 girls.
and gentlemen, on your right in jersey color green, we have the girls of Government Higher Secondary School, Nari from Arunachal Pradesh, led by their captain in jersey number 10. Their coach, Achu Miku, and team manager, Dadev Gadi. Give a huge round of applause for the team in jersey green from Arunachal Pradesh. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to our match officials for today. Assistant referee 1, Sergeant M. Sai Kumar. Referee for today's match, Corporal Kishore V. Assistant referee Nayak Nivin. Fourth official for today's match is Sergeant P.S. Rawat and Match Commissioner Wing Commander Rishi Sagar.
In jersey color yellow, we have the team from Sainik, Sambalpur, Odisha, led by the captain Subroto in jersey number 1. Head coach C.H.M. Anand Raja and the team manager Surbi Prabha.
यार ऊपर मत चढ़ो यार
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge round of applause for both our teams.
चीफ आ जाओ इधर इधर नहीं इधर आओ इधर इधर आ जाओ वेट बॉस ओके सर थैंक यू सर थैंक यू साहब हमारी लैंग्वेज बोल रहा हूँ थैंक यू सर हाँ वो साहब बोलते हैं ना थैंक यू साहब
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the ceremonial kickoff. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to cheer for the ceremonial kickoff by our chief guest.
As the tournament is kicked off, it's time for the first match of this tournament to begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes on the ground as the teams and the match official do a formal handshake, giving a strong platform for the positive gesture of respect, friendship, and fair play.
सर आना पीछे करना सर बताओ कर लूँ मैं नहीं चलो
Yeah, it's good, and I'm positive that we will see good football this time. And like every time, and I'm quite sure with the talent that is there in the country these days, we will definitely get some good players for the
School students watching you right now, how big a platform is for school students having this
It was the 64th edition. Started by
Hello everyone, a very good evening. We are all set for the opening clash of the latest edition, the 64th edition of the Subroto Cup. And we are starting off with a battle between two very highly talented teams. Sainik School Society will be locking horns with Government Higher Secondary School Arunachal Pradesh. And that is Sainik School Sambalpur. They know that they mean business out in this very game. A quick look at the starting 11 of the Government High School of Arunachal Pradesh. Nikita Toter, Litter Sora, Goma Pradhan, Tonu Koyu, Bharti Thapa, Tonu Dole, Tarkin Gadi, Janmoni Pegu, Luki Likam Tamen, and Lijay. They are playing under the chaperonage of Ashu Mikho. We've got a decent bench strength as well. Mobi, Carter, Babita, Yami, and Gayer Kadu is or rather are on the bench. And at the other end for Sainik School, a quick look at their starting 11. Shubhra, Pratiksha, Ankita, Anvesha, Bhumi, Kusum, Alisha, Hansini, Ria, Janvi, and Yami. On the bench, they've got Devashmita, they've got Shreya, Supriya, and Akiri, Lakshmi, Srinija. And on your frame, attacking from the left to the right in their yellow and blues, it's Sainik School from Sambalpur. And on your frame, attacking from the right to the left in their signature green, Government Higher Secondary School, Arunachal Pradesh. We'll still wait for a few more minutes before it's all underway. Just to give you all a quick heads up, it's 30 minutes a half. And these young girls, they'll have 30 minutes to prove their mettle and to ensure the fact that they are putting up a show to remember. We are live from the capital of India, New Delhi, as Dr. Ambedkar Stadium plays epicenter to what can be a crazy opening for the latest edition of this tournament. The referee just ensuring the fact that everything's hunky-dory before he announces kickoff. And just before we all roll, just before we all get our eyes set on some high-octane action, a few quick checks in place just to ensure the fact that every single protocol has been followed. This is a grand opportunity for these young girls to showcase their flair, to showcase that fitness of theirs. It's also a massive platform for them as well to prove it to the world that they are here to embrace a dream that was forged long ago. And once again, kudos to the Indian Defence Forces for offering this platform to the young talents of India. The boys and the girls, this is their chance to live up to the lofty stratospheric expectations that's being pinned onto their shoulders, and it's coming to you live on the official YouTube channel of Sportscast India. There's still a few minutes from kickoff, and it's supposed to start at 6 p.m. So the referee just waiting for the ticker to strike 6. We have got two very experienced coaches, Anand Raja leading Sainik School from the sidelines, and Achu Miku leading Arunachal Pradesh, or rather Government Higher Secondary School, Nari, Arunachal Pradesh. This is also a test for them as well. And yes, it's quite a packed house. I mean, school students have come, their favorite school play, their favorite buddies, their families to take the center stage and showcase what can actually be fine display for these young girls. We still wait. We wait for the clock to strike 6. Still a couple of minutes, still 120 odd seconds to go before we can finally have some footballing action. This tournament, it continues to offer so much to the youth of the country. Before these kids, they rise to meet the challenge, before they go on to play at the off, before Arunachal Pradesh gets us underway. And once again, just to quickly give you a quick reminder, on your screen, attacking from the right to the left in their signature greens, it's Arunachal Pradesh. And on your frame, attacking from the left to the right in a flamboyant amalgamation of colors, with yellow being the predominant one, it's Sainik School Sambalpur. Who's going to come out on top? Who's going to be the one to walk away with the bragging rights? These young girls can't wait anymore. They have had ample time of waiting. For them now, it's a dive into madness. And they're supposed to roll with that whistle. And before that, the customary salute.
Now taken permission from our chief guest, and opening match between these two spirited teams is about to start. Ladies and gentlemen, keep glued to your seat and match.
Quick acknowledgement of the two goalkeepers if they are in position. The clock's in place. So are the seconds. So is our arbitrator. And all pre-match formalities have been taken care of. And off we go. It is Arunachal Pradesh who gets us underway from the right to the left. And Sainik School Sambalpur off with a bit of a defensive act up front. A tussle for the ball in the center.
Sir, please.
Nicely won away. And again, an attempt by Sainik School to try and pour it forward, try and feed it to one of their players. The ball still stays in play. Decent controlled move on together. The idea was to try and cross the ball in, or possibly play a pass, a lateral pass from that very left to try and set up what could have been an incredible opportunity. But then it was taken care of by an alert defense from Arunachal Pradesh. We are in for 30 minutes of pure joy, pure footballing joy. Seeing these youngsters perform, it's a glorious spectacle to watch. Throw in taken in by Sainik School, and Arunachal Pradesh coming up with a decent show of defense. Kind of trying desperately to latch onto it. Another long chip forward, and decent collection there. Nikita Vishwakarma coming out of his line and collecting the ball without any fuss at all. But again, so far it has been Sainik School Sambalpur to call the shots. A bit of a tumble, not the best of ground conditions, and decent goalkeeping. That's the second time Nikita Vishwakarma has been summoned into action. He stepped up with a smile on her face. She stepped up with a smile on her face. Apologies. And now it's time for Arunachal Pradesh to try and launch a counter-attack. Again, a bit of a heavy touch on that one. Now it goes on to Sainik School trying to dash through the center field. Plays it on to the right. Controls it with precision. Now inside the box. The idea was to try and open up that shooting lane, but has been blocked away. And here comes Arunachal Pradesh. Got space ahead of them. Will they accelerate? They've indeed gone for the pass there, which is the right way to go about it. This is decent execution now. Arunachal Pradesh mounting numbers in anticipation of an attack. They still have the ball in the box there, not cleared away. Another long shot comes pouring in. But again, it was off target. Goal kick here for Sainik School Sambalpur.
एक से अरे हैं
Decent start, to be honest. Both the teams trying to show that attacking intent of theirs. Both the teams hoping to leave a lasting impression out here.
आगे तो आगे से
A bit of a incoherent ball control altogether, but nonetheless, I think it's the intent that will matter. The offside flag goes up, and Arunachal Pradesh will have to return empty-handed. Another free kick here for Sainik School Sambalpur. Bit of a gentle chip forward, didn't really get the elevation, but it's alright. Sambalpur still stays in the hunt. And now here's an opportunity. The ball eludes everyone in the process. All the up together in a cluster. I think the idea was to try and chase the ball, which isn't really a bad idea. I mean, if you are looking for your fundamentals, the initial thought of playing football is to try and get hold of the ball. So yes, you will see the numbers kind of pretty dense around the ball. Almost 4 to 5 players coming up. And Sainik School Sambalpur still trying to get a bit of an infringement all the way from the left, but they're not really able to break free. Another quick throw taken. Push back. Sainik School manages to win the ball again. Here comes Sainik School. Are they eyeing for a shot there? That's decent interception there. Good captaincy from Arunachal Pradesh skipper. An excellent ball control as well. It had a bit of an awkward bounce now. It does go in front and now laid into the penalty box, but rightly defended there by Arunachal Pradesh. And Sainik School still relentless in pursuit of that ball of theirs. Another long ball. And again, a fine bit of display there from the goalkeeper, Nikita Vishwakarma. She continues to be a titan under the sticks, coming out at times, being a sweeper keeper. And here's an opportunity, trying to accelerate past their marker. Can this be that opening that Arunachal Pradesh was looking for? A glimmer of hope from the left. Going for the dribbles, the ball still stays in the field of play. And that's going to be a goal kick in favor of Sainik School. I mean, both the teams, they have put up a decent body language altogether. They know that none of them are going to get into that defensive hustle. They just want to keep on attacking. And they want to keep a categorical body language altogether. How effective is this initial approach going to be? A bit of a tough control there, but eventually the ball goes out of the danger zone as Sainik School tries to accelerate from the right. Again, trying to make it from the left. Not really, missed out. Sainik School on the surge. Decent defending. I think the understanding of the game is pretty clear. And to see it from such young girls, it's always a treat for these guys. Knowing when to clear the ball, knowing when to pounce upon it, knowing when to release that, and knowing when to get hold of it and keep the possession at your feet. I think that's indeed something incredible. Especially considering the fact that these girls are just starting their footballing journey. Another chance on towards the far right there. Nicely won back by Sainik School. And so far, it has been Sainik School who's got the nudge ahead of their counterparts. Another 1v1 tackle there. But eventually it's Arunachal Pradesh who gets hold of possession. Again, a bit of an emasculated touch. Trying to keep it under control. Eludes everyone in the process. Arunachal Pradesh does well to win the ball back, only to concede it. Once again, it's their captain standing tall, not flinching, no matter the pressure. They continue to sustain it all and fight back. At the end of the day, it's how your body language is that might be a massive giveaway of how you want to perform in this game, how hungry you are for that goal. For now, both the teams have shown intent. Of course, goes without saying, Sainik School Sambalpur have been a bit more categorical than their counterparts. And now Arunachal Pradesh comes knocking on the doors from the right. Nice setup. Got players in position. But again, a very emasculated ball, to be honest. Now that's a cheap concession. Lovely cross comes in from the right. The first starts proving to be a bit of a bummer. But then, nonetheless, Arunachal Pradesh gets the first breakthrough. It was sheer pandemonium in the box of Sainik School. And exploiting that, they have managed to wriggle one through. As the music plays out now, Arunachal Pradesh can celebrate. In the flash of an eye, the ball kept on ping-ponging off a defender and an attacker, and eventually, in the melee, in front, the ball somehow took a deflection and went in. We'll try and show you the replay of the goal, but that was the opener that we all were looking forward to. And that goal might just act as a massive catalyst. You can say that it was against the tide, because it was Sainik School who were calling the shots. Let's take a look there. Kind of a cheap concession, and then the ball arrives, nicely trapped and pushed forward by Goma Pradhan. But then it didn't really go all the way. That was Goma coming up, and eventually it was from the feet of Lucky Likam Tameen, who's found the back of the net. 10 minutes in, and we have the first goal of the latest edition, the latest iteration of the Subroto Cup. Free kick in favor of Sainik School. That's another gentle chip. The flag stays down. This can be, no, the flag goes up just in the nick of time to announce that they were caught in the offside trap. It was an excellent, exquisite run altogether. We'll take a look at the goal once again there. Nice follow through. And an attempt to try and propel it forward. But eventually it was Lucky Likam Tameen, the predator, waiting for the ball, and just when she had a whiff of it, she knew exactly where to channel it. And that was more than enough to get the better of Shubhra Shumandora under the sticks. The celebrations were noteworthy. Once again, Arunachal Pradesh on the hunt. They will be looking for more goals. They will be hopeful of bolstering that lead of theirs, finding that all-important insurance strike. And at the other end, Sainik School, they will be desperate. Another infringement being attempted by Arunachal Pradesh. They have been stopped in their tracks. Nicely dealt with, eludes everyone in the process, and eventually, after a bit of chaos out in the center, it is Arunachal Pradesh who gets hold of the ball and now trying to outmuscle their marker. It falls back for Arunachal Pradesh with Sainik School very alert. Now both the teams just slamming the ball from one end to the other just to ensure that no further damage befalls them. And again, Nikita Vishwakarma coming a long way out of a line to collect that ball without any fuss at all. She's been quite a force altogether. Another throw in, and now it's in favor of Arunachal Pradesh. Ever since that goal has been scored, they are a lot more categorical in terms of their body language. They are a lot more categorical in terms of that pursuit of that second goal. And that's what we talk about. You know what you want. You know where you want to come forward. Throw in for Sainik School. They keep on hunting. Another throw in. Taken quickly. And it'll have to be retaken here. Arunachal Pradesh knocking on the doors, and that's the confirmation of the goal scorer. It was Luki Likamtamin, jersey number 9 for Arunachal Pradesh, who found the back of the net. But again, it's not the end of the road altogether. It's a long way from the finish line for both the teams. And it's one moment of madness which can flip the entire game around. That's going to be another throw in here for Arunachal Pradesh. And they'll happily take it. Some crucial seconds now going in their repertoire. They're now trying to break free from the right. Can they make the most of it? No, not really. Sainik School gets hold of possession. A bit of a tussle out for the ball on the right. It rained yesterday in Delhi. And you can see the ground conditions as well. Kind of muddy on that right especially. This is a natural turf and not a synthetic one. Ideally, if it's a synthetic turf, then you won't see the formation of mud. But again, it's going to be slippery. But we all know Dr. Ambedkar Stadium, it's got a natural turf. You can see the coach of Sainik School. And at the other end, you can also see the coach of Arunachal Pradesh. Both of them, they know the importance of this game, but they also know that how important this is in terms of getting the girls to embrace the game. I think more than the outcome, more than the result, it's also about the girls are enjoying this game. Because girls football in India, it's actually seeing the new light of the day. Here's an opportunity for Sainik School to try and unload a shot. Can they take that? There comes the belter. But Nikita Vishwakarma standing tall, cool, calm, unfazed under the pump, collects it without any problem at all. We'll take a look once again. That was a fine run from Sainik School. Through the center they dashed, and eventually they had a glimpse of that shooting lane. The shot came knocking on the doors, but comfortable collection there for Nikita. And Nikita standing tall, no matter how many questions have been asked, she's ensured that she is offering answers to it all. The referee blowing the whistle again, awarding a free kick here in favor of Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh might have had the lead, but they also need to be careful that they have that defense of theirs well protected. Rather fine long ball, to be honest. Immense power in the ball. But then Sainik School as well, they know exactly how to counter it. Bit of a mispass, but then Sainik School ensured the fact that they are putting enough numbers behind the ball to try and chase it, bounce upon it. Arunachal Pradesh do exceedingly well to control the ball, and now starting to access on the right. Lovely square ball through the center. Keeps it under control. Misses out. Bit of a comeback for the ball. But Sainik School as well, they are alert after conceding that goal. Trying to get hold of that momentum back. The defenders are kind of cloistered in a place. But nonetheless, very young, so they are still to understand the game. They're still trying to get hold of this game. And is what the positioning should be. Another fine run from Arunachal Pradesh from the left. It's Lija Dole. Lija channeled it to the center, but that has been repelled away by Sainik School there. Once again, one back rightly by their skipper. And now she's on the rise. That's an exquisite bit of run altogether from Tanu Dole, their captain. Now Lija on the ball. Lija plays it forward, trying to accelerate past the counterpart. Can they get hold of the ball there? Arunachal Pradesh relentless in pursuit of possession. Rightly won back, and the referee blows the whistle, awarding a free kick in favor of Sainik School. This hasn't been the most identical starts to the game for Sainik School. They have been tested over and over again. They did start the game on a high, but then started losing out momentum. And Arunachal Pradesh, ever since they have scored in that 9th minute, they have been a lot more open, and more importantly, they have tried to use the flanks to their advantage, calling the shots in fine fashion. Should be another throw in here for Sainik School. 18 minutes already clocked, which means 12 minutes of regulation time, and whatsoever gets added on. Another throw and taken quickly. Chested down. And here's Arunachal Pradesh on the prowl. Once again, another forward ball. There are a couple of defenders who won't take any risk at all. But Arunachal Pradesh does well to keep the ball in play. Now they are looking a lot more coordinated. Another incredible ball in the box. But they didn't want to take any risk at all. Sainik School trading it away at the expense of a corner. This is some decent action. And another set piece here for Arunachal Pradesh to try and make the most of it. What a chance this can be. And if they can get that all-important insurance goal, you never know. They've got Luki Lekam Tamin once again, the goal scorer, all set to get the corner in play. Nicely floated in. Chested away, but it falls back for Arunachal Pradesh. Another cross in the box, headed away to safety. This is some quality football from both teams. Arunachal Pradesh bringing in the offensive, and Sainik School countering that ounce for ounce. Not willing to give anything to their counterparts without a full-blown battle. What a sight this has been. Young girls stepping up to the challenge, absolutely unfazed and unruffled, duking it out like true warriors. Going to be another throw in, and Lija Dole, she's ready with the throw. That has been taken care of by Sainik School. And now Riya Prasad trying to make her way through the center. It's a fine ball, but Arunachal Pradesh had their defensive reinforcements in place. And eventually they come out on top, pushing Sainik School out of possession. Ankita Maji will be the one to come up with the throw. In fact, it looks like it's a throw for Arunachal Pradesh. Quickly taken by Goma Pradhan. Fine ball onto the left. Good ball control, but one back very nicely. And now trying to launch another counter attack there. Was an incredible snatch, and danger still stays alive. Sainik School, they are trying desperately to get the ball out of the danger zone, and looks like it's a throw-in in favor of Arunachal Pradesh once again. It's Goma Pradhan with the throw. Quickly takes it, and looks like it was a bit of an awkward bounce that led to that handball. They were thereby awarding. Oh, in fact, the throw was a foul throw, so that will have to be retaken. Taken along the line and nicely defended there as well by Arunachal Pradesh. Sainik School, they are trying desperately to make the most of the chances. They're fighting hard enough, but so far it's kind of proved ineffective. They're pounded away without result, but that pounding away factor is what should be in place. Sainik School on the ball. Fine setup onto the left now. She's got space ahead of her. And now it's time for her to try and make the most of that space that she's got. She gets a bit of support as well from her teammate. That's nicely won. And here they storm forward all the way from the left, only to concede possession, but it doesn't really look like Sainik School actually had the ball in control. A bit of a powerful hit on that ball. It goes out of play. And another goal kick for Arunachal Pradesh. Tanu Dole comes down, instructing her goalkeeper, just place it on the line. I'll be the one to take the goal kick. And she takes it along the carpet. It's kind of interesting. Ideally, you will not see players such young age playing from the back, but then the fact that Tanu actually wanted to do so tells you how confident she is. Tells you how much confidence she's got in her players. Football, we all know, is a team game. Now that was a foul. Again, they understood very clearly that they were unable to stop her, so they had to commit one. Taking one for the team. We'll take a look. I think it was also the height of the player that facilitated her to accelerate with a bit more pace, and thereby a free kick being awarded to Sainik School and a chance for them to try out and test the solidity of Nikita Vishwakarma. Who is it going to be? It's going to be Bhumi with the free kick. And she launched one of those rockets that can derail the run, the emphatic run of Arunachal Pradesh for now. They've been kind of unchecked time and time again. They've ventured into the opposition half, launching one foray after the other. A quick prayer offered. Here comes the free kick again. To be honest, wasn't the best of free kicks, and Nikita Vishwakarma, who's had a very good game until now, I don't think she's going to be beaten by a shot like that. Arunachal Pradesh now putting a bit more emphasis on the ball. Lovely setup on the right. This can be an opening for them. Another ball channeled towards the goal, but then it should have been better. Shubhra Shumandora, she won't make any mistake in collecting the ball. And now from the right comes in Sainik School, but then they run out of space. Eventually it's a throw-in in their favor. Decent work by Hansini Kumari. Final 5 minutes of the first half, and whatsoever gets added on. Ankita Maji with the throw. She's been playing the side back and so far has done a decent job. Another throw in. It goes without saying that they will have a chat with their coach Anand Raja in the half time. They started well and they have kind of dictated possession at times in the center, but then somehow or the other consistency has been a major problem. Another long throw in, taken quickly and nicely dealt with. It's a fine bit of work altogether, and here they knock on the doors once again. Pushes it away to the right. Good control by Arunachal Pradesh. She eventually dribble up, and eventually that will go out of play, result in a throw-in for Sainik School. Another throw-in quickly taken, but Arunachal Pradesh does well to win the ball back. Both the teams somehow are lacking control, but then you can expect something like that. Still fairly new for them. Also, it's the first match of the tournament, so the nerves will always be there. The initial jitters will always be there. After the first 1-2 games, it gets slightly easier for the players to express themselves. And the fact that it's coming live, the fact that it's being presented to the entire globe through the official YouTube channel of Sportscast India, I think that also creates a bit of pressure. And at the end of the day, go back to school tomorrow. I think they'll have quite a few questions to answer. Not about goals or not about how many misses they had, but how did it feel to present their school in front of the entire world? This is an honor. This is an honor that everybody will like to remember till the end of. Bit of chaotic play for now, at least. Both the teams kind of ping-ponging the ball from one end to the other. No real objective for now, but it's okay. Arunachal Pradesh, they will happily sit back and defend their own citadel, especially considering the fact that they have their noses ahead and there hasn't been any real threat apart from the first couple of minutes from Sainik School. Sainik School, on the contrary, might just think of increasing numbers and put more emphasis on regaining control of possession. Another lovely forward ball, but standing tall, it's the captain of Arunachal Pradesh, Tanu Dole, repelling the attacks away one after the other. Game getting a bit too physical on that. Both the teams have tried to match each other in terms of that physical stature of theirs. You can see Anand Raja dishing out instructions to his team members, and hoping that they get executed rightly. Goma Pradhan wanted to take the throw, but Goma was asked to go forward. Goma was the one who created the assist. She was the chief orchestrator of the first goal, and this time failing to control that. Hansini Kumari, the ball goes out. 2 minutes of additional time. So a couple of minutes of more action to come in. That should be another throw-in altogether. Sainik School now trying to go for that late plunge in the first half. Another long shot coming in. Arunachal Pradesh in the hunt. Will the ball stop just before the byline? It doesn't. And all the effort behind that ball, it fizzled away into thin air. But nonetheless, that was a decent shot. And I think once again, it's the momentum, it's the intensity, the hunger to score. All of that matters. Nice bit of ball control there. Now they come in from the left. Another opportunity. Is that the opening that Arunachal Pradesh have been looking forward to? It was Lija Dole trying to make the best of the possession. And now it's through the center. Do they have a break? Not really. Sainik School, they were up to the task. Last minute of the first half. Doesn't really get that leeway that they were looking forward to. And now they come from the right. An excellent clearance once again from the captain. Tanu Dole standing tall like a titan. She has been ubiquitous. She's gone up to help her attacking, and she stood tall in the defense as well, slamming the door shut on the face of Sainik School. And once again, Tanu Dole, a warrior with a spirit that will be forged in the flames of bravado. And now from the left, there's a bit of space, trying to accelerate and get hold of the ball there. And looks like the first touch actually came from the plan of Arunachal Pradesh, but it was a bit too hefty. And it eventually crosses the byline. And with this, the referee announces that it has been an extraordinary half of football. Both the teams have actually flapped their wings majestically. But so far, the scoreline reads Arunachal Pradesh 1, Sainik School 0. We'll take a short breather and be back with the second half quickly enough. Stay tuned, everyone.
Unleashing pure magic on the pitch. Unstoppable and unforgettable.
Welcome back, everyone. We are all set for the second half, and as things go, at the end of the first half, it is Arunachal Pradesh who has propelled themselves to the lead, and from here on, it's a hunt for that all-important equalizer for Sainik School. Can they make the most of this game? That's going to be interesting. On your frame, attacking from right to the left. In the yellow and blue, it is Sainik School Sambalpur. On your frame, attacking from the left to the right. In their signature green, it's Government High Secondary School NARI Arunachal Pradesh. And as you can hear the roar of the fans, as you can hear kids enjoying themselves, and why not? The floodlit Dr. Ambedkar Stadium playing epicenter to what is or what can be a dramatic opener. The 64th edition of Subroto International Club. A tournament where young kids from all around the country come together, hunting for glory.
ठीक है.
From the right, this is out. On some space, another long throw in there taken by Sainik School, but so far they are unable to crack the opposition defense. And struggle. The hunt for the goal continues. Both the teams trying ferociously to try and make the most. There's an opportunity. Again, a little bit of a push from the right. Takes a deflection and goes out of play. It's going to be a corner. First corner of the second half in favor of Arunachal Pradesh. And looks like Sainik School is going to bring on a substitution. Supriya Kumari is going to come on, and Hansini Kumari will be making her way out. In fact, it's not one, but two changes. Shreya Sanskriti Minch as well will be coming on. Question is who's the one coming out? And it is Janvi Avisha who will be making her way out. Two quick changes accommodated by Sainik School, hoping to bring about a change of fortunes. Here's the corner. Loki Likham once again loads it in. And finally the danger lines have been cleared. Still stays with Tanu Dole, who is in contest with the ball with the counterpart. Shreya, who's just come on. Another fine ball. You can hear the roars in the stands all together. Is that another shot locked and loaded? No, not really. Nicely taken care of. The referee blows the whistle, awards a free kick to Arunachal Pradesh. Kind of a heartbreak, at least for now. Bhumi will be taking that free kick back. Doesn't really get the elevation that she was looking forward to. And now four players quickly converging for the ball there of Sainik, apologies, of Arunachal Pradesh. That's how quickly they want to get hold of the ball. That's how ferocious they are. That's how famished for possession they are. Throw in nonetheless. Ball's back for Arunachal Pradesh. Referee blows the whistle. Looks like the throw will have to be retaken. It's a foul throw. And now a throw in here in favor of Arunachal Pradesh. Referee awaits need that person to get in position. Now there's a bit of confusion altogether. It's going to be the one to come and take the throw. And that throw is actually for Arunachal Pradesh, and after a bit of chaos out in the center, still nobody has actually turned up to take the throw. The fun that we talk about seeing. Looks like it's a free kick actually, and not expelled away, but danger is still not over. The ball keeps on lingering just outside the box. From the left, they were trying to penetrate. It was stuck for a while. Another crossfield ball placed in front and just cleared in the nick of time. Tussle for the ball continues. Getting a bit physically out here. Quick ball from the coach. Anshu Miku leading Arunachal Pradesh from the sidelines, getting the instructions in play, ensuring the fact that her girls are proving to be in the driver's seat, and so far they have been. Every single chance that's come their way, they have taken away the initial sting from Sainik school. Now the throw in. That's a good way to win the ball. Not a one at all, not a detrimental one at all. And a quick confirmation of the changes that happened. Shreya came in, Janvi went down. There were two changes, and that was the second one. Shupriya made her way in, Hansini went down. First 6 minutes of the second half again has been rife with relentless belligerence from Arunachal Pradesh. Sainik school as well, trying to take their chances. Something like this. That's a good forward push altogether. But Tanu Dole, decent body shielding and plays it all the way back. And that is an offside. A back pass. Looks like it's a back pass, is it? Yeah, it was actually, which means it'll be an indirect free kick. So she's picked the ball up. Yes, I think that's going to be a free kick for Sainik school because she's picked the ball up inside the penalty box from a back pass. You can't do that. So if it's a back pass, unless it's a header, you will have to try and play it with your feet. There was no pressure on her, which means an opportunity for Arunachal Pradesh to actually, for Sainik school rather, to actually try and restore parity from a very decent position. They will be mounting the numbers in the opposition half. Even they are kind of surprised that they've got this free kick. It's a goal like a gift from the heavens. And it's going to be a stern test for Nikita Vishwakarma, who's actually stood up to the task so far. Right, Nikita's all set. The free kick's going to be taken by Bhumi once again. And I think a quick word with her teammate, Alicia, just telling her, be calm. And the referee explaining why the free kick was given. Or it is being taken. Just that one woman ball in front of the ball, that's kind of bizarre. You need more protection on the ball because at the end of the day it's an indirect free kick, which makes it even more dangerous. This can very well be the gilt-edged opportunity here. And I think this is a massive learning for Nikita as well, because this is like a basic rule, but at times, the spur of the moment, you might not know what's happening. Got a 3-woman ball just in front of the goal. Taken, shot comes in, and it has been staved away. The elations from Arunachal Pradesh, the way they celebrated this, it was absolutely crazy. We'll take a look once again. you that how nervous they were. And there you go, celebrations right on point. And this is why we say, apart from the serious affair in football, you gotta enjoy the game at times as well. And that was sheer enjoyment. And now Pradesh around from the right. Pradesh got some space ahead of her, but eventually leads the match. Nicely won back. It still stays with Arunachal Pradesh as they tiptoe their way through the centre field. Another long ranger comes dashing, but it was off the mark. This is some good football that we are witnessing. 40 minutes has elapsed, and now 20 more minutes to go. Again, one back rightly. Sainik school is a bit too incensed. Yeah, not really happy with how things have proceeded so far. There's a chance for Arunachal Pradesh trying to enter into the opposition territory and sneak one of those shots there. It misses out. Danger still not over, however. They've got a set piece at their behest. A corner to take. I think the action has actually been relentless. Yeah, she's now being instructed that place the ball, take it. She's the one who scored that opener. Lucky Likantaman. What a player she has been, a predator. The moment she gets hold of the ball, her opposition can sense trouble brewing. And that's decent clearance from Arunachal Pradesh. Sainik school kind of trying desperately to keep the ball out of their own half. It's been more or less a bit too incoherent, and that's a fine setup on the right. He's got space ahead of her, but eventually misses her. And Nikita gets the ball out of the danger zone. There comes a shot from distance, but blocked by her very own teammate. Another long ranger, and once again off the target there. Decent bit of work altogether. Risham Kumari trying to channel it towards the goal. Nikita Vishwakarma was out of the line, and that's really good use of that. Goal kick for now. Nicely taken. Controlled. Again, another forward territory. Sent back just in the nick of time. Sainik school kind of desperate to win the ball back. So far, they are missing out on possession because Arunachal Pradesh, if there's one thing that they have been doing so well, that's to control the possession. And once again, one error in Arunachal Pradesh comes punishing out. But Sainik school as well. I think when you go by the statures, the physical statures, the Sainik school score a tad bit of an advantage. Then so far they have failed to make it count. And this is how good football can be. It's a great leveler, they say. No matter the difference in physical statures, at the end of the day, a lot of things can happen if you are willing to put yourself on the line. It's about heart. It's about how much you're going to squeeze yourself. And this is the stepping stone. This is the beginning, the building block. These youngsters now trying to push it from the right. Wonderfully controlled, another square ball. This is turning out into what can be a fine start. Is that the shot that we are looking forward to? Will it come? Again, a bit of a poor first shot, to be honest. She was more panicked the moment she got hold of the ball. She thought that it was the right thing to try and hit it towards the goal, which is okay. Because again, she's extremely young. The fact that she can control it and then try and push it towards the goal, that will come to her gradually. The more games she plays, the more game time she gets. And this is where Subroto International Cup eventually gets the nod ahead. This game time, this platform that they have created for these young girls, for these young kids who will be playing in the upcoming days, I think it is of immense importance. It's going to mold them, it's going to shape for the future. And all these kids, they'll be looking forward to that playing time. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, it won't matter. Oh, the flag went up and the goal won't count, unfortunately. Yeah, there you go. You can see the celebration still locked and loaded for Arunachal Pradesh. The moment they realize that this goal won't stand, the entire ground went berserk. Oh, the emotions, the exhilaration, the love for the game. That's how we can define it. These are raw, unfiltered emotions. And these girls are making the most of it, enjoying it, doing everything they can, smiling, falling down, yet getting back up. What a brilliant game this has been. Again, lovely push towards the right. Another fine ball, now a race for it. Goalkeeper comes a long way out, Subroto, and propels it further forward. Controlled nicely. This can be an opportunity for Sainik school. Coming to the net. But nonetheless, it's a corner, it's a set piece. Can this be the turnaround? Can this be the break-even point where parity is being restored? Both the goalkeepers have been asked, have been summoned into action over and over again. It's going to be a corner. Floated in nicely, defended as well, headed back and pushed away. Sainik school on the lookout for a chance again from the right now. They do well to control the ball. Can they push it into the box? They do. Here comes the shot, but once again missing out the bullseye. And now pushing a bit too hard out there. They will be hoping that they can get a few goals. Looks like a player has gone down and will need some treatment. With the body contact game, like the way football will make you enjoy the game. Similarly, at times it can be brutal. And I think this is also a major lesson. Let's just hope that she is okay. The stretcher is being asked. She's back on her feet. I think she's injured her wrist. I'm not really sure. And there, the medical officials straight away. Such a young girl, and I think she'll need some treatment. She came on as a substitute. It's Shreya Sanskriti Minch. And she has been taken out. It feels like that it's a wrist which has been injured, and that is being tended to. So everybody will be hoping that she's alright. She's been taken outside the ground. Everybody was concerned that that's the extended family that we talk about. What a game the captain has had. Absolutely sensational. Tantu Dole, such a young kid. The understanding of the game is superb from her. The way she has operated, the way she has helped her team in the attack, in the defense, it's mighty impressive. Another forward push there. Takes a deflection along the way. Doesn't really go all the way out. Sainik school now mounting the numbers, hoping to get hold of the ball. From the left they come. Arunachal Pradesh, they do well to get the ball out of the danger zone. Throw-in has gone Arunachal Pradesh's favour. Now it's the floodlit evening in Delhi. Our honoured dignitaries are out there in the VIP box watching the game from there. and them as well. This is an incredible experience watching all the girls playing. So good to watch at all times. Kind of unbridled, unreserved talent that India is nursing for the future. It is mighty impressive. All these youngsters always willing to fight till the very end. And the ball goes out of play. Last 10 minutes of the game remaining, and whatsoever gets added on after that. Big throw in. Going to be a throw in here for Arunachal Pradesh. Ball has gone out a bit too many times. Nicely controlled, and here they push forward again. Sainik school. Can they get that all important breakthrough that they have looked for meticulously so far? Another decent push. And now it's a tussle for the ball, but eventually it is Arunachal Pradesh. Got some good body shielding out there. Bit of a mispass. Oh, almost muscled out of possession on that one. And finally another long ranger comes in, blocked away. Danger still not over. Sainik school will once again have to go all the way from the back. Arunachal Pradesh, they are also fighting for the ball. They are asking Pradesh to drop in just a few moments ago. Achumiko quickly asking for reinforcements to arrive. Throw in taken by Sainik school. Another big throw in taken. Eludes everyone in the process, a bit of a flattering tackle. And now here they knock on the nose from the right. Referee raises the flag. Big throw in taken. A tussle, kind of a scrimmage for the ball. But eventually it's Arunachal Pradesh who will come out on top, who has the possession and does well actually to get past the first hurdle, but gets beaten on the second. Sainik school now trying to channel it back towards the goal. That has been intercepted, only to be conceded. And Sainik school try and accelerate. Oh, that's a very emaciated delivery. And it will go out of play. Throw in for Arunachal Pradesh. Opportunity from the right, hoping to get a chance. The door has been blocked for now, and finally the ball goes out of play. It was another chance brewing. Now both the teams duking it out for the ball, trying to make the most of it. I think the flag will go up. Eventually it's gone all the way to the goalkeeper. minutes of the game coming up, and we have got an AIFF scout as well, Mr. Keshav Dutt. He has his eyes on the players. So yes, he'll be making a few notes as well, and that's really interesting to see, watching these young players play, getting them early and nurturing that talent of theirs, harnessing that talent of theirs. Yeah, nice push onto the right. One back, rightly enough. And now coming all the way from the left, misses out. One back very rightly by Sainik School to the center. They will try and drive. Get beaten. Arunachal Pradesh on the prowl from the right. They have a bit of space going forward. They actually do the right thing in getting the ball out of the danger zone, but it wasn't enough. A bit of a touch on there. Another long ranger from quite some distance, to be honest. Referee blows the whistle, awards a free kick to Arunachal Pradesh and also to Sainik School rather, and also gives a yellow card to the opposition. Here's a chance for Sainik School to try and restore parity. No questions asked. It was shown to Katamiro, who's come on in the second half. Here they come in with the free kick. Takes one along the ground. A lovely flick onto the right. Taken care of by Tanu Dole. Tanu Dole has been a player to watch out for. And we were just talking about the presence of AIFF scouts out here, which means I think eyes will be on her, given the kind of performance that she's got. She's performed hard enough, she's fought her way until the very end, and she's led her team. That solitary goal that they have scored, yes, it came more out of a confusion, but at the end of the day, a goal that stands is that will get you victory. But since then, some excellent work we have seen from Arunachal Pradesh. They have fought till the very end, and Tanu Dole, she's been a very strong support in the team, kind of the nucleus of the team, whether in attack, whether in defense, and she's got decent support from Nikita Viswakarma as well as the goalkeeper. Quickly taken and kind of swing balls with each other. Bubbles away out of the yard for another goal kick, for another throw in, apologies. Last couple of minutes and then the additional time. So let's say another 2 more minutes or 3 more minutes of additional time. Free kick now in favour of Sainik School. Lovely setup. Arunachal Pradesh on the hunt, hoping to lay claim to the ball. Looks like they have got hold of it from the right. Can they eventually put a cross in? They will have a throw. In the process, there's still some lead remaining. Quickly taken by Babita Baidya. Referee blows the whistle, awards a free kick in favour of Sainik School, and they eventually come up with a late plunge. Again, that's not the best of free kicks. That's fine. Offering a gift to your counterparts, but And with time, this will progress. 3 minutes of additional time awarded. So, does this 3 minutes see another goal, another league twist in the tail? Or do we already have our winner in Arunachal Pradesh? Can Arunachal Pradesh find an insurance goal and put this to bed once and for all? Throw in a ball taken by school. And now they propel it forward, blows the whistle. And now they try and accelerate from the left. Again, decent clearance from the captain, Tanu Dole. Superb performance. Talk about being a block of the powerhounds, and she has been one. Operating everywhere in the field, whether in the defense, whether in the attack, whether in the midfield, marshalling her legions, ensuring the fact that she's pushed her opposition out into the uncomfortable zone over and over again. 1.5 minutes remain of the additional minutes out here. Another quick throw. Launched forward. And a bit of a heavy touch on that one. Should be a throw in for Sainik School. Sainik School might try and put all numbers in front, all hands on deck. Trying to squeeze it forward. Not the case, to be honest. Dribbling green pass. Their counterparts. Fine throw in front. Taken care of by Tanu. Tussle for the ball continues. It keeps on intensifying. Towards the end of the game, is this that shooting chance? Will a shot come in? Danger stays alive. Can this be the equalizer? Oh my word, they have missed it out by whiskers. Would you believe this? Sainik School could have popped the equalizer seconds from the finishing mark. Oh, it was sheer chaos and frenzy. Let's take a look. What a gilt-edged opportunity, and it goes begging. Yummy Behera. And with this game comes to an end. A dramatic turnaround of affairs to be on the cards, but eventually, thanks to Lady Love, Arunachal Pradesh Government Higher Secondary School NARI, Arunachal Pradesh emerges victorious by 1-0. Solitary goal coming from Yuki Likamtami. A good 60 minutes of exhilarating, entertaining football. And at the end of it, it was Arunachal Pradesh who emerged victorious. And after that, the Shaker fans and the rivalry that was unfurling out in the centre will take or change into the Sora writing that will bring these young girls together. But what a game for everyone. They'll remember this for a lifetime, and they have other games to come on. But thank you everyone for joining in. That's the end of the first match of the 64th edition of Subroto International Cup 25. And it is Government Higher Secondary School, NARI, Arunachal Pradesh, who's come out on the final scoreline 1-0. Lucky, they calm down and solitary goals for us. Thank you everyone for joining in. We'll be back with more matches from the tournament. Till then, stay tuned. Sportscast India.